Thank you, sir, Mr. Chijioke. Um, we're very happy that you're here and you're engaging us, and that's what we need in this era where leaders can engage citizens and we're able to pour out our mind and what we need. Now, I'm going to be very quick because of others. It's a very, very popular saying that Southeasterners or the Igbos are not united. And whenever I hear that, I tell people, I say, it's not the Igbos that are not united, it's our leaders that are not united. And you can see, if you do a little bit of research from the way we vote, you see we vote in block and we vote who we want to vote. But our leaders are not. Can you hear me? I don't know if.
Yeah, go on, please.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
Straight to
following
the
you.
question, please.
Yes. So our leaders are the ones who are not united, and we could see that even in this election that happened some days ago. Now, to my question, if you notice during the last 7 years of this administration and even other administrations, the Southeasterners have been, pushed aside. There's no big or key federal investment in the Southeast. There's no key infrastructure. Even the roads are bad. And the big issues we have, like erosions and all that, they're not being handled by the government. I don't want to go. I don't want to take our time and just I don't. I want to go straight to my question, so I don't take our time. Now, a key thing in this administration would be lobbying. Knowing the kind of president we're going to have, Mr. Pitobi, he's a national kind of president. He's not an ethnic kind of president. So he would want to be fair to everyone at the same time. But my question to you now is, if you get elected as a governor of Enugu State, what will you do together with your other fellow brother governors to lobby um, and request for key infrastructures, things like seaports to be built in the southeast, being that lots of southeasterners are into importing and exporting, and we need these seaports in our place. It's a lot of sacrifice we've made over the years where we have to go to other regions and we are even threatened in those regions that, you know what, if you do this or do that, we'll kick you out and you have no place to get your goods or send your goods. When would we have a seaport in Southeast? Because I know our principal was talking about building one in the South, which is a good idea because, he has a nationalistic kind of plan. But what would you do with your fellow brother governors to unite together and lobby the president, Peter Obi, and request for things like seaports and other key infrastructures? And lastly, because
Bro,
someone
bro,
already
bro,
asked.
please,
Okay,
just
okay,
one, please,
okay,
please,
Yeah,
okay,
way. Oh.
please. Let
Okay.
we have there are hundreds of questions to ask him, please. Let's take it one by one. Sir, please, can you answer the question? Thank you.
Yeah, seaports. I think the closest we can get if we are going to do a southeast seaport is maybe through Oguta or maybe dredge the River Niger, which must have several ecological implications. But if we open up open up rivers, the other one in River State, open up Calabar, even Warri, the thing is really to decentralize and allow seaports to thrive in other parts of Nigeria. You don't really need to lobby for what is a necessary part of national development. It's the crying need, the need for seaports in Calabar, for instance, in River State, for instance, have become the matter speaks for themselves. So it's become obvious that they are being frustrated for reasons that are not even nationalist reasons. But so it's leadership. If a national leader emerges who thinks national, who thinks developmental, who thinks inclusiveness, who knows that there's need to multiply the centers of activity in Nigeria for national cohesion and growth, one does not need to lobby for all those things. If once a good leader emerges, automatically he will look for the things that will galvanize national development, that will spread joy and happiness, and then give each segment of the country its due. But that is not to say that we will not speak up for those things. Even as ordinary citizen of Nigeria, I've spoken up about Calabar. I've written about Calabar and other things that needs to be done. So, but what you're asking is for whether we are going to collaborate, work together with other governors. Yes, I will try. I will push for a collaboration, not only with the governors of the Southeast, but even with the governors of Eastern Nigeria. I'm enamored tremendously about the idea of Eastern Nigeria. So we are going to make sure that we spread out our hands of fellowship to colleague governors in the Southeast, and then because there are several things we need to collaborate even amongst ourselves, open up interstate roads, open up interstate markets, and other centers, other areas of commerce. Open up, work together on security. We need to work together on security. We need to work together on interstate collaboration, interstate roads, and roads that are touch our region as southeast. So I commit myself to doing everything possible that I work with the emergent government, the new governors, the governors who are emerging, even those who are reluctant, because what I understand that happens is that people there's a tussle for leadership, and there's an ego trip. Where will the meeting hold? Who will chair it? These things tend to sublimate the essential service that we ought to render to our people for national growth. So I commit myself to working with broader governors to make sure that the interests of the Igbo people or the interests of the Southeast are served at utmostly, especially with regards to security and infrastructure. I will also extend it beyond to the South-South region, so that the idea of Eastern Nigeria, that was once the fastest growing economy in the world, is revived again, and then other benefits that accrue therefrom. I'm a student of federalism. I know what it means that how federalism cooperates, cooperative federalism we call it. So we are going to work together to
All right.
collaborate with others. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. All right.